We're delighted to have live in the studio with us Bruce Mowat, Bobby Lammy, Hammy McMillan, Grant Hardy. Who are they? They're only Team GB's curling team! Cheer! Cheer yourself, shall I let you clap? Silver medalists from the Winter Olympics. Cheer! Cheer. It's only Hammy that's cheering.
Makes sense.
Bruce, Bobby, Hammy, Grant, delighted to have you here in the studio with us. And I'm going to start with you, Bruce. This is quite surreal because it was only a week past Saturday when I was watching you lot on the telly trying to win a gold medal at the Winter Olympics against Canada. Has it sunk in you that you're a silver medal winner from the Winter Olympics?
It's a bit surreal for us as well, to be honest, to be here as well. So, yeah, it's definitely sunk in now. We're starting to kind of see everyone's reaction to what we did and see how excited everyone was about the curling, and that's just awesome to see. It's like almost as good as the bringing back the medal. It's hopefully inspiring people to want to try curling.
Bobby, do you think that you'll have inspired a few people across Scotland to get involved in curling?
Yeah, definitely seems that way. I think hearing stories, a lot of people signing up to try curling sessions and going to give it a go themselves, so hopefully that keeps going. And yeah, even if it's inspire a few, I think it's a good thing for us.
Is it sunk in for you yet, Hammy, that you've won a silver medal at the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, this time it's certainly easier to get over that disappointment of losing, but no, I think...
Does it still hurt?
Yeah, it's going to hurt for a while, it will do, but I think we're more proud this time because of the impact we can see back home. You know, I think over 5.5 million people watched us on that Saturday night, which was just crazy, like prime time TV on a Saturday night. So
you beat Britain's Got Talent. It only got 3.3 million viewers.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And you got 5.5 million playing Canada by throwing some stones down the ice.
I know, it's nuts. We'd never think that either. So yeah, that whole part of that is so surreal.
And Grant, was that part of, when you look at that final, were you aware of the excitement around the game? Did that add more pressure to you, knowing that there was going to be a big there were going to be a lot of people viewing the final?
Yeah, and I think we had a lot of expectation on ourselves anyway. So like before the event started, we quite openly spoke about the fact we wanted the gold. We knew we were going there to try and win the gold. So it was like there's pressure anyway, and then you add that. Yeah, we didn't realise it'd be 5.5 million people. But we knew there was going to be a lot of the country watching, and you just felt the messages we had on social media before the game as well. You knew there was a right buzz of people all over Britain that was watching it.
Bruce, team captain. You went for the gold, you wanted the gold, you thought you'd win the gold. Why didn't you?
What a question.
Because
it's that ninth end, that's why.
then it was frustrating to watch because it felt like, Bruce, you were in control.
And that's what it felt like as well. Like the whole game, leading up to that point, it felt like we were in control. That ninth end, we had a bit of a disaster. Like We've had ends like that, but we normally somehow dig ourselves out of it, and it was just that one time that it just felt like we didn't. So, yeah, we have to kind of live with that and move on. But
do you have sleepless nights after that ninth end?
Honestly, I've had sleepless nights for the last 3 weeks. I've hardly slept at all. So, trying to get back into the swing of things. But no, I think like being back, that's the easier thing. Like now seeing everyone's reaction. I went into a couple of the clubs yesterday to see all the kids, and they were absolutely buzzing. Not just the kids, like the parents were buzzing as well, which is just so special to see, and that's helping get over the loss of that gold medal. But we're now starting to see it as a win of a silver medal.
Team GB's curling team are here with us this morning, and we're going to talk about them. Yes, them. I can't even say the team name. That team name that won the gold medal. We're going to talk about them. And now you don't have the BBC cameras in front of you. You don't have a BBC microphone in front of you. You're no longer part of the Winter Olympic setup. You can be you and tell us what you really think of Canada. Okay, let's talk about it. Canada. Let's talk about Canada. So we talked about Canada after the final last Monday. And there were a lot of people who contacted the show who were really upset and angry at Canada for the way that they conducted themselves throughout the course of the Winter Olympics. So as I said a few minutes ago, you're not in front of the BBC cameras. There's no microphones from the BBC in front of you. You're not under the umbrella of the Winter Olympics and Team GB. You're here as individuals. So let's talk Canada. Now, I'm not that familiar with the rules. I've learnt a lot about the rules since the incident with Canada versus Sweden. And for those of you who don't know, there was an allegation made against Canada for touching the granite twice. I don't think once you've let go of the stone, you're not allowed to then touch the granite again. And the allegation was that the captain, was it the captain?
It was a third Mark Kennedy had touched it again. And Sweden were clearly aware of this and had their own cameras watching for that particular moment. And then they raised the issue with the Canadians, and then some rather interesting language was used by the Canadians against the Swedes, and that went viral. So I'm going to go to the captain first of all. Right. So Bruce, here we go. So Bruce, get yourself right in front of that microphone, my friend. Should Canada have been punished in some capacity when the camera footage was released of them touching the granite after releasing the stone?
Well, I think the thing is that if you're seen to be doing that, then that stone is technically what we would call a burnt stone. So if you're touching the stone after the hog line, which is the line that he was seen to poke the stone after, then you have to take that stone off. So that's what Oscar was then saying. You can't be doing that because it's a burnt stone, so it should be coming off. So they shouldn't even get to play that stone.
Okay.
So in terms of that, then yes, they should have been penalised. They should have had that stone removed, and Sweden would have been in a better position because of it.
Should they have been disqualified?
No. I don't think they should have been disqualified. I think
are you saying that as a captain and you're remaining professional and diplomatic?
Yeah, I think I am, I guess. Like, if we were to do that, I don't think we should be disqualified for it. I think we should own up and say, right, yeah, I did something wrong, which is the opposite of what Mark did.
But you're going out your way to try and gain an advantage, which is against the laws of the sport.
But I think what Mark was doing was he had been doing it for so long that no one had ever called him out for it. And it was right of Oscar to then call him out for it. So Mark had these like bad habits. So it's like, I don't know, like an offside in football. It's like, you've done something wrong, you should have that play taken back and you don't get the goal or whatever if you score from offside. So yeah, it's similar in curling. You shouldn't be disqualified like that. The football team shouldn't be disqualified for having someone offside. So that's what we were kind of thinking. But I think the worst part of the whole scenario was Mark's reaction to it, and then continued reaction over the last 2 weeks of it.
So, Bobby, that's the captain speaking. Right, right. It's kind of answer I was expecting from the captain. Should Canada have been disqualified?
Aye, definitely. No, I'm joking. I actually do have probably a similar opinion to Bruce. I think the whole cheating allegations is maybe a wee bit strong.
You think it's strong?
It's like it's, as Bruce said, it's almost like a foul. But I think the way this is blown up and people are so annoyed is because of the reactions. Like, it would have been sorted with a simple hands up, sorry, didn't mean to do that. If that happened, that's my bad. But telling someone where to go after doing that's probably not a wise move, and I think is as I said, led to this blowing up.
Hammy, there were a lot of people who contacted the show last Monday to say that they were disgusted at the behaviour of the Canadians, particularly the way that they spoke to the Swedish team. So everybody wanted Canada to lose in that final, and obviously you didn't quite get there. What was your thoughts on Canada and everything that happened there?
Yeah, we think we were on a bus somewhere, and all of a sudden, like, our phones were blowing up, and you can see it on social media. The reaction Mark has told to Oscar, the Swedish third. We were pretty shocked by it because, as Bruce mentioned, Mark had been bad for poking the stone, and as you say, it's a foul before. And curling's a gentleman's game, so it's kind of up to the players to kind of police themselves sometimes, rather than having an umpire come out or VAR or something like that. So it's always a gentleman's game. He said type of thing. The reaction was pretty out there.
Should they have been disqualified?
I'm going again. No, I don't think she should be disqualified. I know we're going to get to that.
He's one this, yes.
No,
I got one yes from Bobby.
No, the one thing I can say is that, like, when Canada came out and said, they planted a camera on the line so they get the video, Swedish TV were in the venue, and if their player is up to an umpire and accusing the Canadian guy of poking stone or touching stone, what's Swedish TV going to do? They're going to send a camera guy into the stands
Yes.
to check that out.
Correct.
So when Canada comes out and says, oh, it was planted, it was predetermined, all this sort of stuff, that's them trying to cover their own backs and saying that Sweden planned this 6 months ago.
Right, okay.
Which I just think, if you're smart enough, which the producers of Swedish TV must have been, went, oh well, Oscar's saying something to the umpire, I'm going to go stick a camera in the stand and just see if it does it again. And obviously it did.
They did. And because they were aware of it and they did do it again, Grant, should they have been disqualified? We're going right down the line here.
I wouldn't have complained if they did get disqualified. I'd stop short of saying I think they should have.
You're stopping short, but they should have.
That's the next big headline. Team GB curlers say Canada should have been disqualified.
But I'm going to say it. There's going to be an asterisk next to their name for the Winter Olympics in 2026 because of their behaviour and because of what they have done. So, for me, you're the gold medal winners.
Thank you.
By default.
The funny thing as well, I don't think they care about that at all.
They don't, do
I think
they?
They're quite
arrogant.
I wasn't going to say that word, but they're quite comfortable with being disliked as long as they've got their
so
gold
Grant,
medal.
you don't want to say that they should have been disqualified, but please go right into that microphone and say, I think they're arrogant.
They'll probably admit they're arrogant, and rightly so, with a gold medal around their neck now. So
What's your order from the chippy? We'll start with the captain, Bruce.
Sausage supper.
Sausage supper, Bobby.
Actually go a sausage supper with a side of haggis.
A side of haggis.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. Hammy?
I love a pizza crunch.
Pizza crunch, okay. Old school. And Grant?
standard kind of fish and chips.
Fish
with
and chips.
some brown sauce.
Okay. From Jane, what curling team nation do you like hanging out with? Bruce?
Well, no, the Canadians anymore. The Swiss boys are actually pretty sound.
Swiss?
Like, yeah, got on pretty well then.
Bobby?
Well, my girlfriend's Korean, so I should probably say Korea.
Hammy?
Yeah, I'm with Bruce. The Swiss boys, we get on with them really pretty well.
Did you ever get on with Canada?
Yeah, when we do.
Did you hang out?
Hang out's probably a strong word, but yeah, we'd socialise in terms of the odd time if we're in the bar. If they ever came to the bar, which sometimes they didn't, probably us four at the bar, we'd have a pint or two, but yeah.
But you didn't like their company?
The odd time.
Not all the time. Yeah, understandable. Grant, the team, the nation that you like to hang out with at the Winter Olympics?
Swiss guys were good laughs.
Swiss.
We went out for a drink with them the last night and celebrated our silver and our bronze.
Yeah.
Next question's from Dave. Did any of you grow up wanting to be a professional curler? And I think that's a really good question because it's not the sport you think of when you're a wee boy or a wee girl. You're thinking other sports, the more popular sports, if I can put it that way. So I'm going to start with you, Bruce. Was it something you always wanted to do?
It wasn't even a thing when we were younger. Like, there was maybe one or two curlers. And then I eventually started to get there. So
what
it
age would you
became-
been?
What, when I wanted to be a
Curler?
professional curler? I was probably about 14, 15. People were starting to become professional, and then I was like, all right, I'll try that. And pretty good at schools and got there eventually.
Bobby?
I think I was probably like most folk when you're younger. Football, you want to be a professional footballer.
What team do you support?
Celtic.
Boo.
It's a controversy in the team.
Hammy, you're a Rangers man?
Yep.
Yeah. 2-2, that was a great result for Hearts yesterday.
For you it was.
They bottled it.
Rangers bottled it.
Aye.
So you wanted to be a footballer?
And then switched to golf, and then eventually realised it wasn't good enough at the end, so I'll go with curling.
What about yourself, Hammy? Growing up, what did you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, myself and Grant grew up around curling our full lives.
Did you?
Our grandfather built an ice rink next to his hotel in Stranraer, and then my dad went to Olympics in 2002, Salt Lake City. So I guess curling was always in the family, but yeah, it probably wasn't until even in your 20s you realise that you could make this as a career. You could do curling as a career. So yeah, I reckon I was probably early 20s before British Curling actually gave you the phone call and says, do you want to be part of British Curling? And after you get that phone call, you go, okay, maybe I can do this.
And what about yourself, Grant? Similar to Hammy, I'm guessing?
A little bit. I think I didn't probably think I could do it professionally until we put this team together 8 or 9 years ago, and that's when we kind of thought, right, we'll try and get to the Olympics. So yeah, mid-20s probably.
Question here from Linda. You four do a lot of sweeping on the ice, and your sweeping skills are very good. Do you sweep up at home, or do you just let the Hoover do it?
Hoover, every day of the week.
My partner. I do enough of it at work. Like.
Yes, that's so true. You don't want to take your work home with you, do you? Doing the sweeping up.
Never.
Bruce, that's heavy.
Aye, it hurts the neck when you've got it on.
Feel that. Just like that.
Oh my goodness.
It surprises absolutely everybody how heavy they are. It's got a fair weight to it.
It does, doesn't it? What is the weight of that? Do you know that? That is really, that's way heavier than I thought. That's way heavier than I thought. It's nuts, isn't it? That is an Olympic medal.
Aye.
That belongs to you.
Over the weekend there, getting to like pass it around in the ice rinks and things, it just, you know, it cements it to you how special it actually is. Like, all the kids are so excited to see it. So yeah, for us getting to show it off now, that's such a good part of this journey for us.
It's 2 silver medals at the Olympics, though. Third time lucky. What do you think, Bobby? Third time lucky? Will you be together for 2030?
Hope so. We'll need to sit down and have them discussions, but I think we'd obviously all love a gold medal, and I think if we went at it again, I'd like to think we'd have a good chance.
So how does that come about then, Hammy, that you four get another shot at the Winter Olympic gold in 2030? Is that, it's not your decision, I'm guessing?
Well, as long as we play well in the next 4 years, and then it'll be a selection the year before the Olympics that British Curling and Team GB make. So we'll just have to go out there and keep doing what we're doing, hopefully.
Can Bruce Mowat get rid of one of you if he wanted?
Probably could, aye.
He doesn't have that power.
Bruce Mowat might be gone.
Yeah, so like we'll have some discussions in the summer about what's next for all of us. As I said, we all still want that elusive gold medal.
Aye.
That's the one that we don't have, and we were pretty honest about that this year. So yeah, to go back in 2030, if we get the chance, would be amazing.
Grant, if you do go back in 2030, will you be at the peak of your powers then? Do you know what I'm getting at there? When would you say is the peak for a curler, especially at the top level?
Yeah, the bad news is we've probably already peaked. So 4 years can become quite a challenge. You know, most kind of curlers now are kind of 30-ish when they peak. You know, some Canadian guys obviously they won it in their 40s, so there's still a bit of hope, but it's getting a kind of young man's game now.
So Grant, here's my question though. Do you want to be there in 2030? Do you want to have another go at it in 2030?
Possibly, yeah. We'll see. What was the party line there, Bob? We'll talk in the summer and see what we're thinking.
The party line. What is it we're saying here this morning? Couple more questions from our listeners. One from Vicky here. Question for the boys. Do any of you have any superstitions for competitions? So before you go to the Olympics, is there a routine you go through? Is there something that you have to, like lucky socks or something? I don't know, but...
You bring up socks, might as well tell the story. But maybe less so at the Olympics because like Adidas socks we were wearing. But I normally wear other socks that have like a left and a right on them, and I don't look at them in the morning. I just put them on, and if I've put the left one on the left foot and the right one on the right foot, then I'm like, oh, it's going to be a great day. And then if I don't, I'm like, oh no, what's about to happen?
So you're playing a game of chance with your socks?
I know, it's really random, but it just kind of became a thing. Like, started doing it a couple of years ago, and then I've just continued to do it.
Did you put the socks on the wrong foot? Is that why we didn't win the gold medal?
Thanks,
honestly, yeah, must have
your
been.
fault.
Yeah, it was.
Bobby, what about you when it comes to superstitions and stuff before the Olympics or World Championships?
No superstitions really. I think we probably all follow a very similar routine, like pre-game, leading up to a game. But in terms of superstitions, there's nothing that stands out.
Okay, what about you, Hammy?
Nah, we're quite a boring team that way when it comes to superstitions. We just all do our own little thing. I mean, Bruce, you love going for a walk. That's like not a superstitious, but like you just like going for a walk before a game, whereas most
just wants to get away from you three.
Pretty much. No, we spend a lot of time on tour together, so I don't blame him.
What about yourself, Grant, when it comes to superstitions? You got anything?
No, nothing at all. It's gonna turn up and just try and curl.
Is that it for you?
Try and keep it simple, yeah.
And who's in charge of the music with the four of you? Because it is a team sport. Who's in charge of the ghetto blaster, playing the tunes?
If in the car, it's usually Grant's.
Fortunately, me and everyone hates my music. So,
So the boys are here with us this morning. I've got one final question before I let you go, and it's been an absolute delight having you, but we've had loads of questions from the listeners, and I'll read this one out from Kathleen. Hey Ewan, I've never really seen much of curling before the Winter Olympics. I just want to say congratulations to the boys, they did us proud. Would love to give curling a try, even though I'm sure I'd be rubbish at it. Can you ask the boys how I go about getting a taster session for curling? Because I'd love to get involved, and that's from Kathleen in sunny Stranraer. Hammy.
Well, if you go to www.trycurling.com and put in your postcode, your nearest ice rink should pop up with hopefully lots and lots of try curling sessions that you can attend at your local rink. So if I was you, I'd go to trycurling.com, put in your postcode and get involved. The curling season will come to an end probably at the end of March, middle of April. So get booked in now. If not, get booked in for September, October when we open back up.
Okay, and the website again for loads of people who want to get involved and try it out is
www.trycurling.com.
What is it, Bobby? Were you listening there?
Trycurling.com.
What was it, Bruce?
Trycurling.com.
Grant, what was it?
Trycurling.com.
There you go. Give it a go. It is a brilliant sport, and thanks to Canada, it's become really popular for the wrong reasons. Weirdly, it's been an absolute delight having Bruce Mowat, Bobby Lammy, Hammy McMillan, and Grant Hardy in the studio with us this morning. Team GB's curling team, Winter Olympics silver medalists. Round of applause for the boys. Well done.